the counterintuitive truth of modern dating. In modern dating, one of the most counterintuitive truths is this: the moment you stop chasing her, she often starts chasing you. It feels almost unfair. You've been giving attention, effort, and consistency, yet only when you withdraw does she seem to remember your value. This isn't magic. It's psychology, emotional dynamics, and a shift in power perception. Below is a breakdown of the deeper mechanisms at play when a woman pulls away, and why your silence, used correctly, can be the most potent form of influence. The psychology of attraction. Distance creates curiosity. Human attraction is driven as much by uncertainty as by connection. Predictability may feel safe, but it kills curiosity. If she knows you'll always respond instantly, always like her posts, and always orbit her, she has nothing left to wonder about. The moment you pull away, you introduce uncertainty back into the dynamic. Psychologists refer to a similar principle as the Zeigarnik effect, the tendency to remember and obsess over unfinished situations more than completed ones. By stepping back, without explanation, you create an open loop in her mind. Suddenly, she's asking herself, why did he stop reaching out? Is he seeing someone else? Did I misread his interest? This mental itch keeps her emotionally engaged even in your absence. And you don't need to post cryptic quotes or play petty games. Simple, consistent silence will do what words can't. The power of non-reaction. Silence makes her question her decision. When a woman distances herself, she often expects you to close the gap, to chase, reassure, and prove your devotion. If instead you calmly let her go, you interrupt her expectation pattern. Silence acts as a mirror. It forces her to confront what she has lost: your attention, your emotional presence, your masculine stability. The absence of that energy creates an internal comparison: life with you versus life without you. If you were truly the problem, she will feel relief. But if she begins to feel uneasy, regretful, or even anxious, it means she's realizing she may have made a mistake. Most men sabotage this process by breaking the silence too early, checking in, apologizing, or trying to clear the air. Doing so relieves her doubt instead of deepening it. Doubt is uncomfortable, and discomfort makes people reassess even the most confident decisions. Reclaiming your position. You regain power without confrontation. Constantly chasing, explaining yourself, or seeking reassurance places you in a position of emotional submission. It tells her your sense of worth depends on her approval. That's not attractive, it's exhausting. When you withdraw without drama or hostility, you reclaim the most valuable form of power: influence without effort. You demonstrate that your value is self-contained. You don't require her validation to feel worthy. You are capable of walking away with dignity intact. This is not passive aggressiveness or punishment. It's self-respect in action. And self-respect is rare enough to be magnetic. Women may not consciously articulate it, but they feel it, the subtle shift when a man's energy no longer bends to seek their favor. The allure of the unattainable. You reintroduce challenge and emotional contrast. Attraction thrives on challenge. Not games, but genuine difficulty in gaining and keeping someone's attention. Over-availability erodes that dynamic over time. When you pull back, you become less predictable. She must earn your attention again. She re-experiences the uncertainty and excitement of early attraction. This also creates emotional contrast. She starts comparing how she feels around others versus how she felt around you. Even if she dates new people, those experiences will often feel flat, shallow, or forgettable compared to the emotional impact you once had. If you once provided safety, inspiration, and a spark she couldn't quite explain, removing yourself makes that memory sharper. She's not just missing you. She's missing the feeling she had with you, and that's far harder to replace. The intent behind the silence. The core principle. Pulling away works not because you're manipulating her, but because it disrupts unhealthy patterns, forces clarity, and rebalances the power dynamic. The key is intent. Not to punish her. Not to provoke desperation. But to honor your own value and stop giving energy to someone who isn't meeting you halfway. When you embody this, silence paired with purpose, you stop being the man trying to prove himself and return to being the man she was once intrigued by. Final thought. Distance, when paired with self. Respect and focus transforms you from an option into a standard. And in dating, the standard is always the one that gets remembered and often the one she comes back to.